Hey guys, it's Hallie and Lauren. We're the Mile High Property Sisters. We're your real estate experts in the Denver metro area, in particular the West Side. And today we are going to go over a quick one positive and one negative of the top 10 western suburbs of Denver.
Yes.
One pro, one con. So we're going to go through real quick and just give you the basics. All right, so we're gonna start up north.
Yes.
We're gonna start with Broomfield. And probably a positive about Broomfield is that the people that live in Broomfield County are some of the most educated in the country.
So crazy.
So
cool.
Well, I mean, it's CU's right there. It's kind of makes sense. 80% of people have a college degree.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Love it. That's cool.
And a negative.
Is it lacks diversity. There's not a lot of nothing really outstanding. It's all just kind of the same. The homes are all kind of the same. A lot of master plan communities, golf course communities, the restaurants, nothing really calls to you there. It's a beautiful place to live, but
lacks diversity.
yeah.
Going down, south of that is Westminster. And best thing about Westminster is Waterworld. I don't know if you've been there. If you haven't, it's one of the biggest water parks in the country and obviously the biggest in Colorado.
Right. Again, she's a big fan.
Not just for the kids.
Yeah.
Telling you.
Adults too.
Waterworld.
But the downside of Westminster is it doesn't have anything that screams to you as like, oh gosh, that great place. Yeah, let's go to Westminster.
Yes. We don't have anything bad to say about Westminster because
it's wonderful.
It has new builds. It has something for everyone. It's located right between Boulder and downtown.
Amenities are great.
But there's just nothing outstanding or super unique about it.
Yes.
It's a great suburb, but
there's just the wow factor isn't there.
Yeah. Next is Arvada.
Yes.
Which is slightly west. Again, we're going down south. Arvada is great. It has, probably the best thing I love about Arvada is Old Town Arvada.
So cool there.
And the pedestrian, there's tons of bars. The light rail goes to Arvada.
Yes, super close.
Yeah, I would say it's probably the best suburb for younger single people.
Definitely.
Oh, and that if you are in the city limits of Arvada, you can actually buy a house and use it for Airbnb or short-term rentals.
Yes.
In Jefferson County has like some weird rules about it. And in Denver, you cannot use that. It has to be like your primary residence.
Right.
But if you're in the city limits of Arvada, you can buy a house that's not your primary residence and use it for a short-term rental.
Love it. So if that's your thing, might be a place to look. But the downside with Arvada is there is no new construction. None. They're older homes. Now, a lot have been updated and renovated, but if you were looking for that more cookie cutter, maybe master plan community, you're not going to find it.
You're not going to find it in Arvada.
Yeah.
You have to go a little bit outside. So. All right, going down, Wheat Ridge is another suburb right directly below kind of Arvada, a little bit more east, but still very much on the west side.
Yes.
Great thing about Arvada, it has a great rec center. Yeah. And it is right off I-70. Like I-70 kind of loops around it.
Yes.
So you have easy access to the mountains, easy access to downtown.
Definitely.
Easy access everywhere.
Yeah.
Which is great about Wheat Ridge.
But the downside is there is a ton of traffic that comes with all of that access. The I-70, it really gets backed up.
That loops from Kipling, or actually from Wadsworth.
Yes.
To the mall over there.
Yes.
It's always, I feel like they're doing
parking
construction.
lot. Yes.
And it's always, rush hour definitely, but even in the middle of the day, that corner is always a mess.
All right, let's talk about Golden. So the biggest plus of Golden, I mean, the tubing down Clear Creek River. Where else can you go tubing?
In Colorado.
Yes, in Colorado. Yeah. We're talking about Colorado.
We're not from
here.
Texas.
It's
but
so
Colorado
cool.
tubing. Prime.
Yes. It's beautiful. All the historic buildings, all the historic homes, and you just tube right down. It's a great time.
Yeah. Golden has some homes there, probably have some of the best views.
Yes. The views are
stunning. It's really a gorgeous, gorgeous place to live.
Yes.
With a lot of history, a lot of uniqueness to it.
Yep. but you do pay a pretty penny.
I was gonna say the downside is it's very expensive
Yes.
in Golden.
Those
like
views.
almost all the other suburbs there's areas or neighborhoods where you can find an affordable home.
Yep.
But I honestly, because the Colorado School of Mines is there, I cannot think like super affordable neighborhood within
Very true.
Golden. All the homes, even downtown.
Yeah.
It's very
either
expensive.
got a view, it's near the school, it's downtown, or it's a historic
very-
home. Like you're just pretty penny.
Yeah. Affordability is low.
Yeah.
Next is Lakewood. So Lakewood is great because it has a variety of homes.
Yes.
It runs, all the way from the west side, like C470, all the way into Denver city limits, actually.
Yeah.
So you get a ton of variety in
huge.
homes and styles from very, very luxury, very, very affordable actually. And you're still on the west side.
Yeah.
So you're still really close to all the mountain activities. You have mountain biking and Green Mountain right out your back door.
Yep.
There's tons of parks, trail systems.
It's got everything.
Yeah.
It's such a huge span of area. But the con to that, while you have access to everything, there's eclectic homes, unique homes. The downside is I urge you to look into wherever you are particularly thinking of purchasing a home within Lakewood, because there may be some crime rate, some things maybe you should Google.
We urge you to look into, and if you're thinking of moving here,
Do your research.
The neighborhoods yourself. None of it's terrible.
No, but do
just-
your homework
that's
and
all.
find out exactly where your home is going to be located
Yeah.
within Lakewood.
That's all. By the way, we tell you all this because we are licensed realtors here in Colorado.
Yes.
And we would love to help you figure out which is the best city
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
We both grew up here
Yep.
and are very familiar with it. So please reach out to us if
Yeah.
you're thinking of moving here.
Our
We'd
number,
love to help you with that.
email are listed below. You will always get one of us on the
Yes.
phone.
All right, moving right down the list. Next, we got Englewood. Englewood is Denver's actually first suburb.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah. So it's older, obviously. It's also a very weird shape. It goes all
It
the
is a
way.
very weird shape.
Yeah, like way out. What we're talking about is the bulk of Englewood is on the west side.
Yes.
And I just love the homes there.
Yeah.
It has some city vibes.
It's not urban.
It's a great mixture of urban and suburban.
Yes.
And all the homes are older, but most of them have been remodeled.
Yeah.
And they're all really cute.
Yes.
And there's so many
Very
different
cute.
styles. Like I love going over there to just walk because the homes are so interesting.
Very
and
eclectic
cute
feel again.
to look at.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's what I love about Englewood.
Definitely. But then the downside with Englewood is it feels very crowded. It feels very condensed. There's a lot of alleyways that you need to park in, and that can feel very closed off.
Yeah.
They're just, the city, it's in one like kind of hub. It almost feels
and because it is the first suburb,
It's the first suburb.
The homes are older.
Yes.
So back then, you had alleys, and so a lot of the garages are parked in the alley, or you go down
Yep.
the alley, and with
Yep.
everyone's trash cans in the alleys,
Yeah.
and then it's crowded, and there's not as much parking, so people park on the street.
Yeah.
And then it just, it feels more
the streets then feel
congested.
narrower because
Yes.
everyone's parked on the streets.
Yeah.
So it can just feel tighter.
Tighter. Yeah.
All right, so our next area we're gonna talk about is Littleton. This is our hood.
Yep.
We love it here, but I think truly we agree, best thing about Littleton is its access to state parks, trails, open space. It has everything here.
Yep.
You can get to the mountains. Outdoor rec is everywhere.
That's why we live here. It's because in 10 minutes or less, I can be on 3 or 4 different real hiking trails.
Yep, hiking trails, biking trails, you name it, it's here.
Downside to Littleton, cannot buy weed. There's no dispensaries.
None.
In Littleton, you have to drive to Denver County.
Yep, so if that's your jam, you're gonna be driving a little bit outside of Littleton for it.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, maybe it is a good thing.
Yeah. Second to last is Highlands Ranch.
Yes. Oh, good old Highlands Ranch.
I know, another one of our favorites.
It is one of our favorites. And honestly, the great thing about Highlands Ranch is it just feels new. Everywhere you go, it's new. It is very master planned, but it has everything. It's updated, and there's literally restaurants, amenities, activities everywhere.
Views, open space, parks, rec centers, good
it all.
schools. It's got it all. But the downside to that is it's very cookie cutter. And the same kind of with all the businesses.
Yes.
And there's no like unique eateries or restaurants.
It lacks diversity. It's a lot of chain restaurants.
It's a lot like Broomfield, but more than Broomfield.
Yes.
It's the definition of cookie cutter homes.
Yeah.
They're nice.
Great for families.
Yes, that
Want to
too.
go to Red Robin, Chili's, it's there.
And there's tons of activities, but
Oh yeah, it has everything.
very cookie cutter.
For sure.
Yes. All right, and last, Centennial.
Centennial's the last on our list.
Yes. It is on the other side of C470 from Highlands Ranch, and it is great because the location is great.
Yeah.
And it's right by the tech center, very close to downtown.
Yes.
And it's more mature. The houses, were built in the 60s and 70s.
Yep.
Through the 90s, but they have, really mature trees and landscaping,
Yeah.
the mature neighborhoods.
Large lots.
With a great sense of community.
Yeah, absolutely. Now the downside to that, we have public transportation here. Now we've dove into this a little on some other videos. It's not the greatest, but it's the light rail. There's no light rail station in Centennial. So if you do not have a car and you need to get to the Denver Tech Center or downtown Denver,
It's not practical to walk to a light
No.
rail station.
No.
Or,
Very
really
inaccessible.
Yeah. But,
so a couple little downsides there.
so yeah, that's it. That's the,
That's all we got for
best
you.
and worst of the West.
Yeah. If you have any questions or want to dive into any of these areas more, we would
Yep.
be happy to help you out. Again, we are licensed agents in the state of Colorado.
Yep.
And please reach out to us to our number or email listed below.
And yeah, subscribe to our channel. We put new videos out every week. And we do some deep dives into all these towns and suburbs
Yes.
we're talking about if you want more information.
Definitely. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.